Your AI agents are whispering your company's darkest secrets to absolute strangers. Think about it. You've built an incredible autonomous RAG system. But what happens when a user tricks your agent into dumping your entire vector database? Or worse, what happens when your internal backend models accidentally output a customer's raw credit card number or an API token or PII back to the UI? Standard system prompts can't stop this. And if you are relying on please do not leak secrets in your system instructions, you are one prompt injection away from a massive compliance nightmare. Welcome back to our Agentic AI Security series. In video 1 and in video 2, we looked at orchestration guardrails like NVIDIA NeMo. Today, we are diving deep into llm-guard, the ultimate open source data sanitization and firewall layer for LLM. We are going to build a pure Python pipeline that scans users' input for malicious jailbreaks and automatically redacts sensitive information like emails and credentials before they even hit the user's screen. Let's get coding. Before we write the code, let's understand the defense strategy. llm-guard operates like a dual gate system. First, we have input scanners. They sit in front of your LLM, analyzing the user's prompt for prompt injection, toxic language, or forbidden topics. If the input is malicious, we block it instantly, saving our API budget and protecting our context window. Second, we have output scanners. They intercept the response coming from Gemini, ChatGPT, or Anthropic before it is returned to the user via UI. It looks for accidentally generated patterns like regex matches for passwords, social security numbers, or secret keys, and completely redacts it. Let's spin our environment. Open your terminal in your code space and run pip install llm-guard, google-genai, and python-dotenv. We'll be pairing llm-guard with the native google-genai SDK that we had set up in our last video. This will run entirely on our local machine. Let's create our project files. Let's create our core script. First, we need to import our scanners. llm-guard provides pre-built security toolkits for every vulnerability under the sun. Today, we are importing anonymized scanner for output sanitization and prompt injection scanners for incoming threats. For output anonymization, we have specifically defined email, phone number, credit card, and secret key. Now let's look at our secure execution function. This function will wrap our Gemini call inside two firewall gates. Gate 1 is scanning the input prompt, and Gate 2 is intercepting output for data compliance and PII leakage tracking. Alright, let's trigger the execution script and watch how llm-guard handles these two massive real-world attack vectors. Look at scenario 1 on the terminal console. The input scanner immediately flagged the jailbreak language pattern, calculated a high malicious risk score, and threw a security block instantly. The query was killed before it could ever touch or manipulate Gemini's weight. Also notice that for the input scanner, llm-guard downloads and runs a tiny, highly optimized embedding model locally on your CPU. This means it doesn't add any extra cost or external API latencies to your infrastructure. Now look at scenario 2. The input was safe, so it went to Gemini. Gemini generated a beautiful mock support receipt. But look at the raw output was the final sanitized view. This is the raw output and this is the final sanitized view. llm-guard's anonymized scanner parsed the text on fly and cleanly swapped out the real phone number with the entity redacted phone number 1. Your application layer is now completely insulated from data compliance leaks. Now that is how you turn a completely exposed AI application into an enterprise grade privacy first system. By placing LLM Guard right into your native Python flows, you ensure that malicious inputs are blocked at the front door and accidental data breaches are scrubbed at the back door. If you're building products in healthcare, finance, or handling user data, combining the semantic routing of Nemo guardrail with data level sanitization of LLM guard is the gold standard for agentic security. I've uploaded this entire production script to the GitHub repository linked in the description below. So you can grab it, drop in your own keys and test it out yourself. In our next video, we are going one step further. We are going to look at LangKit, which will help us in doing observability and monitoring of agentic workflows. If you enjoyed this technical deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe to Tiny Tech Talks by Amit. And I'll see you in the next one.